Did I forget to record an intro? Yes. Am I gonna do one afterwards? Probably not. Anyways, so we're back in the Italy playthrough of TNO. The New Order Last Days of Europe mod for HOI4. When we last left off, we turned democratic under Aldo Moro. We're a liberal democracy now. We beat Croatia in the war and brought them under us again. We lost Greece. We lost Israel, but we can't do anything about any of that at the moment. Oh yeah, and lest we forget, we're still doing the thing for Hungary against Germany. And we've got a 10, they've got an 8 pointer, so in 28 days we should be at 3 turns 1, which should be sufficient. But now let's take a look at focus tree. So, oh yeah, it's massive. I remember now. This part we cannot do because that's Goering's part. But today, let us. This is the military part, and this is the political tree, I assume. So let us just go down the first parts of the political tree and see where that takes us. Another thing that I didn't actually mention at all in the last episode is that we are constantly losing political power. Every day about 0.8 now, and in the first few focus trees we actually got political power with almost every focus, which kept us afloat and allowed us to do things in our decisions that way. But right now we're just going down, 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 and it is a bit annoying, to be honest, because I would like to be able to use these things, but I cannot, because you need political power to do them. The Domus Mariae Congress. Frontmen of the liberal conservative Dorotei faction, Mariano Rumor and Emilio Colombo, speak at length about the need for unity and that the party must not rock the boat too much right off the bat. After all, the party wants to stay in government, and Rome wasn't built in a day, to say nothing of the fact that many DC MPs and the DC voting base skew conservative. Okay. On the other side of the aisle, progressive firebrand and close confidant of Moro, Amintore Fanfani, gives an impassioned sermon on the need for reform now, emphasizing the threat posed by Italy's ally-turned-enemy to the north. Italy must be strong and free, and there is no time for an increment approach. As the speeches wind down, Moro stands up, causing silence in the room as he looks. As though he is deep in thought, he clears his throat and begins walking over towards the table of... We're going for the progressive. Are you sure? Isn't it this, the progressive firebrand? I chose that, right? I mean, am I confused here, but whatever. Oh, okay, the next round has started. We're 3-0 up ahead, so Hungary is in our sphere in no time. To go with the economy for now, let's see. This will improve our country in total, so I think that's probably smarter to do that earlier. The sad decline of Catholic politics. Yeah, okay, so apparently Catholics are a bit annoyed that the Democrazia Cristiana is not a religious cult, basically. But that is, of course, what I want. I don't want them to be a religious cult. I want this to be true democracy. True freedom. And finally, the first thing has actually improved. Smarter academic base from secondary schooling to tertiary schooling, and we're still going up with a rate of 3.75. That's very nice. Can we even... maybe we can even get it to an academic golden age. Who knows? Well, Poland... you had a good run, I guess. You tried. This time the ruler doesn't have a cool mustache, he's got a bald head. It's also cool, I guess. Yep, there. Hungary sides with Italy. A surprising victory, but a most welcome one, yep. Ah, so Japan and the United States are fighting over our economy, basically. Who will be able to be our economic friend. We'll see. I do want to go with the US, of course, if I get the choice. Okay, so the Cold War is mostly between the OFN and the co-prosperity sphere, apparently. But we'll see what they actually do. Oh, okay, and without telling me, of course, again, the Romanian thing has started, and we're not going to be doing anything, at least not for now. Also, we have this, the Battle for Italy, where we can appeal to the Japanese economy, basically. Appeal to the American economy, or support domestic work. But, yeah, I don't actually know. You can't do any of them anyways, because I'm at minus 243 political power, so that's gonna, you know, take a bit. I think I actually bugged it. The reason why I had so many decisions is, I believe, because some of them were still from the old one, and I think I pressed one of those, and now I cannot press any of these, because it says, not decision currently running, and that is fucking annoying. Because there's none running, like, I don't get points. I lost 1,500 manpower and I should get 2 to 4 points, but it's not running. But it keeps me from actually trying, so I have to give this point to them. Meaning, I can't give them another point, or Romania will not go to me. Okay, so the question here is, do we want the Democrazia Cristiana to be a party of Catholics, in the sense of, like, really only appeal to a certain amount of people, or do we want to make it appeal to a lot of people, to basically get a government of different viewpoints, right? And I think we want to do that, yeah. Definitely want to do that. Are you shitting me? Germany went to 10. Wait, who in the fucking hell actually unified this? What's your capital? Sverdlovsk. Yeah, it's Sverdlovsk. Don't you usually go military government something? You're now a democracy and you're a democracy. Why? What? Wait, Germany, the fucking idiots, went to 12. What? Why would they do that? And that just seems incredibly stupid. But sure, yeah, do you, Germany. You fucking do you. I'll take that win gladly. Fuck, we went to 11. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Shit, we have to win the last, so Romania stays independent. I fucked up there. I got greedy and took the 2 to 4 while I was on 7. Thinking if I get a 2 or a 3, I'm probably gonna beat him. And I had a 1 to 3 that I could have used. Oh, I haven't actually even seen this yet. The unity of the government of Italy. We've got 49% of the seats in the parliament, and we are led by the liberal wing of the Democrazia Cristiana. And you can also see the FD has a high strength. The dominant faction is the moderate wing, and the Blocchi Nazionali is stable. And the conservative wing is their strongest wing. Wait, somehow it's still 1-1. Did they go up to 11? Or did it bug out? I mean, I'm not complaining. I will take this any day of the week. Alright, and with that, all of the 4 regions in Russia have been unified. Communist, democratic, democratic, communist. That's very new. Also, the West Siberian Republic gives us oil if we recognize them. Yeah, of course. We will recognize you, that is certain. You're democratic, I mean... And there we have it. Romania is in our sphere. Look at that. Beautiful. Now only Serbia remains, and after that the French state. Okay, so now the game for France starts. Not even Serbia. I assume that Serbia will be next, but apparently not. They are winning currently. So, we're once again going to cheese the AI, because it is just the easiest way to win. Just gonna wait until we only have like 15 days, and then we're going to do the Italian promise. I mean, I literally just got an event saying that West Russia went for the peaceful solution against Finland. And it took like, I don't know, 3 days, and then they declared war anyways. Well, this is a bit of an issue. They're on 9 and I'm on 4, and I literally can't do any of these because I need political power for all of them. And for this one I need army experience, but even if I could do that, I wouldn't get further than 8 at most, so I couldn't beat their 9, because I don't have the political power to do it. I'm at minus 511. Wait, Nova Polska actually conquered all of Kazakhstan and then split it up because they couldn't hold it into a... Yeah, I know, Republic of Kazakhstan, and then into the Republic of Oktober, which is a puppet of Nova Polska. Very interesting, yes, very interesting indeed. In the economic tree, just before this decision between staying as Italy ourselves, you know, with our economy, or our ties to the OFN, economically speaking, of course, and also to Asia. I finished this part of the focus tree here, where we just got a lot of reforms through, like trade unions, better schoolings, etc. Like a lot of things. Now we're currently working on, we lowered taxes, now we're giving universal healthcare, we're gonna go to free trade soon, and then after that we'll go and look at the military and the police force. Finally, France sides with Italy as well, and we have finished the political tree, and they're now getting into the decision part of the economic tree, and I think we're going to go with the world, with America. Okay, I don't quite know what's happening, but I think the dude we put in power somewhere in Arabia, I don't actually know where, has been overthrown. Okay, and there starts the last battle against Germany for influence. This time over Serbia. And one of the two caudillos in Iberia has died. Don't know if that actually does anything, but still interesting that it happened, I guess. And I don't think we've seen that before either. The Iberian divorce. Portugal and Spain have split. Sad. Very, very sad. Makes the two countries even weaker than they were before, sadly. Okay, now we can decide if we want racial integration or women in the military. And well, we get division organization and division recovery rate that goes down is a bit annoying. But we do get Muammar al-Gaddafi as a general, so... And there's a thing called Remember Rome, and I like to remember Rome. Fuck. Okay, so Egypt is at civil war, and we must help them. Very clearly, we must help them. Well, it's not... I mean, I have minus 717 political power. I really don't know how to do anything about that, but... And with that, the last place sides with us as well. Let's have a look at our map thing. Now that looks like a nice empire, doesn't it? Anyways, and there we have him, Muammar al-Gaddafi as a general. I mean, he's pretty shit, but... I mean, I kind of have to give him a bit of troops to command, don't I? I think I do. Oh, and it is the end of 1968, and as we know, in the beginning of 1969, the battles in Russia begin. So in 2 days. No, wait, they have to prepare first, right? But in a month or two, the battles in Russia should begin. Oh, I didn't even realize they had conquered the Urals, and it seems that the Republic won, whom I am rooting for, of course. For we want the thought of democracy to spread throughout the world. Okay, multiple interesting things are happening. The US and the Japanese begin talks over trade and power in the Pacific. And the Russian wars are starting. Now here, I truly hope that the West Siberians can pull this off. Let's take a quick peek at their strength. 52 divisions, 124,000 manpower, no air force, and about 100 factories, versus a few less factories, 400,000 manpower though, and only 37 divisions. I am hopeful. I am hopeful. Let's take a quick peek at the other two that have not yet started fighting. Here it doesn't look too good for the Democratic faction, but we'll see, we'll see. And there goes the second war in Siberia. Okay, and the US and the Japanese have signed the treaty, and the winds change in the Pacific. But as we all know, the Middle East is soon to explode. It has started in Yemen and Oman, and it won't take long for it to spread. Definitely don't want them to go communist, but rather communist than fascist in this world. But the thing is, I don't care much about, if Egypt gets independence or not. Like, in the sense of, the thing that's annoying about it isn't the land of Egypt itself, but that Egypt connects our Somaliland or Somalia, or whatever the fuck this is, colonies with our Libyan lands, right? And now we don't have that anymore. The Italian hegemony. For 10,000 years, Europe has been the center of the world, the birthplace of civilization, the home of philosophy, art and culture, and for 10,000 years, Rome has been the center of Europe. It was Rome that gave birth to an empire that defined the continent for centuries to come. It was Rome that brought the uncivilized tribes to modernity. Rome was the birthplace of the Renaissance, the center of Christianity, the eternal city and the birthplace of untold millions. As Rome is the capital of Italy, likewise Italy is the manifestation of all that Rome has accomplished in the world. For centuries the Italian people were subjugated and divided, having fallen prey to false ideologies and scheming neighbours. However, its people remained proud and dreamed that they would one day restore their nation to glory. The fascist revolution was the first step towards that destiny, the reforms of Ciano II. Now it is time to complete this grand project and remind the continent of Rome's power. From the Dardanelles to Gibraltar, from the sands of the Sahara to the plains of the East, we will spread the light of civilization. Wherever it is found, degeneracy and madness will be driven back to their hovels. We will defeat the perfidious Hun, cowardly socialists, and all others who stand in our way. The world will know the strength of the Italian nation and its people, and Rome will remain its center for 10,000 more years. Italy is the greatest. Okay, and socialism, well, this is basically communism, has won in Egypt, and they are now a Soc-Intern member. And no matter what happens in Sudan, democracy will win. I'd rather have the conservatives win than the authoritarians, but no matter, democracy will win. And Yemen, who just changed the name to the Arabian Republic, is also a democracy, so I'm happy about that as well. As is Oman. Look at this. Democracy is spreading throughout the world. They have won, and they are now the Russian Federative Republic. Very nice. Wait, what? What? They actually won? Fuck, the communists beat the democrats in Oman. That sucks a bit. And look at that, democracy pays. We've managed to get to an academic golden age, which is very fucking nice. Okay, we finished all focus trees now. Not this one, of course, because Göring would have had to win. But I am going to assume that's the end. I assume I can't do much more because if Göring would have won, I would have to do all of these, which would probably take me to 72. Well, most certainly would take me to 72, which would be 10 years, which is what is planned for Italy. So I think what I'm going to do now is just, I'm going to let the game run in the background a little bit. At least until we resolve some Russian issues. And then we'll see how the world looks in probably like 72 about. And we'll see, yeah. Now the good thing is also that without a focus tree on, I'm finally getting back political power. Yeah, and I am actually 67% to having nukes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna show you real quick what I have been building. I know there's not gonna be a war, in the mod, right? But I thought, you know, since I am role-playing this democratic nation a little bit, with Germany being the only threat really at the moment, well, of course maybe Burgund, but Germany being the main threat and this being our empire, right? I have been building radar on the German border. I have been fortifying the German border. I have got anti-air all over the German border. All my divisions are there, of course, except for Gaddafi with his 12 divisions against the communists, and of course our Cairo divisions, who are still here from the beginning of the game. Yeah, I started putting radars everywhere on the seas, but they are still building. And what I've also been doing is really building up my infrastructure. I'm basically done with Italy. Oh, there's a little thing I didn't see there. Oh, Monaco. Ooh, 0 infrastructure. I didn't see that. Well, we've got 10 almost everywhere, or at least like 8 or something. And I've started to go into our Libyan lands as well. Well, this is Tunisia, but, you know, Libya and Tunisia. Oh, and we're in May 1971, and there it happens. The Russian Federative Republic has declared war on the Central Siberian Republic and the Far Eastern Soviet Socialist Republic at the same time. I think they're just gonna steamroll them, to be honest. Yeah, they have so many divisions. Alright, and there we have it. Russia has been united under a democratic regime. And that was all we had to wait for the ending of the game. That is the playthrough as Italy going democratic and being the beacon of hope in Europe. I'd say we've done quite well. We've kept a grand empire. I don't know how you join the OFN. Don't know how that works. Wanted to do that, but I couldn't. And I have actually, at the end of the day, managed to get the political power over 0 again. I mean, this was pretty fun, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. Also, follow my social media in the description, that being Twitter and Discord. And apart from that, see you all in the next video. Bye.